We'll get Sean Wick back one of these days. Some of the guys that are noted, I think, making some plays out there. James Price is a freshman receiver, is doing some good things. It's just not been a day or so. It's been several days. Encouraging about him, and like I said before, Josh Harshman's showing some good signs. Defensively, we're real pleased with the defensive front. Appleby is, even though he's undersized as a nose tackle, has really shown up. I think Russo's done some good things, batted down some balls, and Eddie continues to play well along with Otsi. So, without question, I think that's going to be the strong suit of our defense.
Craig, with you mentioned Price at receiver, I know you got a lot of young guys, and some of your two veteran guys are out at least for now. Right. So, is Price kind of the leader of those young guys, or is there other guys that are emerging that maybe you may be seeing?
Right now he is, and some of it comes into a combination of his physical ability, and then it's a pretty thick playbook. And for a freshman, sometimes guys' athleticism is held back because they're not completely confident in the route and some of the reads they're supposed to have. And I think James is well ahead of the curve there, but he does have good ability also. While it's disappointing, we don't have Tanner or Jake out there right now. Both of them will be integrated back into our offense. The silver lining is that's allowing some of our younger players to get more repetition.
Another spot like linebacker with Lucas Waka out. Have you seen what's been the effect of having him out? Is it more realistic of what you might see in a year when someone's having an injury and you got to have other guys step up?
Well, that's one of the reasons why we double rep, because you're gonna have injuries, and while it's frustrating as coaches right now, you go through it and some things don't look great. All those repetitions that Will two times getting right now is helping, and so. We're hopeful to have Lucas back. It was a pretty deep pull, but he's making some progress. And by having him back, in a day or so, that's certainly going to help.
In your young secondary, Craig, is anyone starting to, establish themselves as starters, whether we're talking safety and corner? And I know we still have a lot of camp left.
We have quite a bit of camp to go. We're in the process, with the freshman guys between Davion Freeman and Antonio Hall, trying to. We'll need to play one of them, maybe both of them, but we're making a decision later on in the camp which guys we go ahead and play.
Is everything else injury-wise? Any new updates with any new guys or anything like that?
I don't think anybody went down today. That won't be available this afternoon. We'll have another practice this afternoon, but I didn't recall anybody coming up and saying they weren't able to go.
No, I didn't see Renfrey out there today. I saw him out there, but not is he?
He was held out. We think we'll have him back within a day or so. Yep.
Is it a hamstring?
And he had some heat issues, and they're just being cautious, making sure he's integrated back at the right time.
What will your afternoon practice be like? A lot of what you did out there today, is it more special teams? What will this afternoon be like?
Well, a little bit more mental work, but we will close and conclude with a 2-minute drill. I think that's important for us to make sure we're set on that. This is about the time that we integrate that into camp.
And then with Sean, is that just illness? Is there anything else to it?
Well, he's got some head issues, and we're in the process of going through proper protocol with that.
Any timeline? Just depends.
Well, I think that's several days. There's a pretty stringent protocol that our sports medicine department employs, and so we're going through that process. However, we think we'll have him back. It's not like an issue of it's just a matter of time. With
your, obviously you got depth at running back. You'd like to establish that third guy or even more. Is there any room, any progress of maybe who number 3 could be? Is it way too early yet?
Oh, I wouldn't say it's way too early, but we're going to probably be making the decision after the scrimmage is Saturday. Killen's doing some good things. Nico's held out right now, and so we're probably looking at Killen a little bit more.